My daughter has been managing all the requests coming in through an email for the product. And the comments she's been receiving is, well, thanks for doing this. You're part of our community and you stepped up. So, the people were appreciative. And, which sort of helps. I mean, sometimes a pat in the back encourages you to continue. Myself, my wife, and our family, we run Deep Roots Distillery here in Prince Edward Island. We also have a small apple orchard, and when I retired, we were looking for a different hobby, and we moved into the distillery to use our apples in a different way. Well, it's changed dramatically. And actually, I was on vacation in Florida when word came back that we should be returning to Canada. But on the way, I had been reading some stories and seeing some news stories about craft distilleries switching over. When I arrived home, I had a few calls and people asking me, knowing that I had a distillery, said, "Oh, by any chance, are you making a sanitizer?" Because people had been hearing other stories. I said, "Well, no, I hadn't really, thought about it." But then I get a few more calls and I said, "Geez, I guess I better jump in." And I started to realize that the demand was there. And in little PEI, we don't have a lot of other options. And I said, well, I've got the capacity, I've got some of the knowledge, and we have some help. We have some organizations that help us develop these things. And we just took off from there. But we weren't ready for the administration, taking the orders, sending out the invoicing. That's our biggest struggle, and meeting the demand and being a bit organized, And the whole family has jumped in. My daughter, even some of the grandkids are building the boxes. One of the challenges was to source the two other main ingredients. We had some challenges finding glycerin. One of our bigger challenges was finding appropriate packaging. We were able to source some spray bottles, and then we do some refills. Yeah, we happen to have a few of these hanging around, and then we kind of have this cute little one that can go in your pocket. So we've actually got about 6 different packaging formats right now, just because I had to take what was available. So it's a little bit of spice and a little bit of variety in what we offer. As a small business, we're always looking at the buy local, idea, and we're really hoping that it will sort of resonate with people post-pandemic. We have the ability right here in Warren Grove, PEI, to produce a hand sanitizer. We're not in Washington State, and we're not in somewhere in China. We're right here, and we can produce it, and goes from our small little distillery in boxes out to the people who need it, whether the trucks are able to run or not. The SMEs really are a critical part because they are in the local community, and they're people working beside each other. And when things get tough, well, they're the people that you want to have around. We've been supplying many of the trucking companies. Well, they have to be on the road, because they got to move goods. We have to have food at the stores. And I believe that, as the citizens of the country, that they will realize that, we need to continue that sort of interaction with the small businesses so that we're ready to jump in this situation. Are we able to take the lessons we're learning and remember them 6 months post-pandemic